everyone. I'm Dilmegani'nin, and I lead AI Multiple. And thank you very much for joining this session. Just to provide you some quick context, AI Multiple is an online platform that helps enterprises identify new technology solutions. Every month, we help 500,000 to 1 million enterprises identify AI and automation solutions. And we help the Future of Work Connect team identify leading AI and automation experts. And we are very pleased to present you Lauren Hawker. She can best explain her experience and introduce her topic. Thank you very much, Lauren, for joining us. The stage is yours.
Hi there, Jim. Thanks very much for the wonderful introduction. Yeah, so I'm going to provide you with a little bit of insight into what we do at Squirrel, the organization that I work for. So I'm just going to share a few visuals to support my talk today here. Excellent. So as I've said, it gives me really great pleasure to be here today and to have been asked to be part of this wonderful Future of Work Summit. I'd like to firstly thank Expertera for the invite and welcome you all warmly to my session on the depths of AI-powered digital transformation and the associated realms of skilling opportunity. So, let me just introduce myself. Yeah. So let me just introduce myself. My name is Lauren Hawker Zafer, and I lead the training and education efforts at Squirrel, a successful Swiss AI startup. Before moving to Squirrel, I spent many years as an educator and an academic content creator, developing a lot of digital learning products and academic content for various clients globally. So I would say that my world so far has been a tech-fueled sale for as long as I can remember. It is, however, my educational background in corpus linguistics that made my recent transition into AI, machine learning, and data an extremely natural and wonderful fitting one. Now, many people don't always have the opportunity to see how much of applicable and pragmatic AI is actually driven by language. Now, as both an educator and a change champion, I spend quite a lot of my time supporting clients and partners with the vast opportunities and natural challenges that accompany digital transformation and the use of emerging technologies that we're forefronting today. Now, it is with this that I have seen that creating a fertile ground for transformation and innovation to happen starts with resources, starts with human resources. And the familiarity and their familiarity and confidence around and with the digital. And when we have this, we see that successful change happens when we focus on the humans and the humans that will make this change happen. Now, it's for this reason that I'd like to invite you today into my world to reflect on digital transformation. Artificial and augmented intelligence, machine learning, and the ever-evolving necessity for companies to really help sail their workforces from shores of digital immaturity, unawareness, and resistance to change to the shores of skilling opportunity in environments that really nourish modern artificial intelligence and machine learning experimentation. And this is what we're sort of focusing on as well. Now, I could tell you about the awards and recognition that we have received at Squirrel over the past couple of years. But seeing as humans, and we as humans are visual beings, I decided to display a few of them here on the screen. Now, at Squirrel, we saw a necessity for a different kind of approach to working with data, a more purposeful one. And with our belief in augmenting human intelligence, we decided that smart people should be made smarter. And to do this, we built software. A software that revolutionizes search as we know it. Now, in marrying every and all kinds of data with intent and context, we forefronted intelligently informed decision-making and created a seamlessly bespoke insights experience for the entire organization. And it's through a combination of the power of artificial intelligence, machine learning, with the imagination, intuition, and the intelligence of humans that Squirrel is really changing how people work. And it is thinking about and planning the future with imagination and wisdom that encourages us to be the software that really shapes an insights era. Hence our Gartner Magic Quadrant placement as a visionary. Now, before we go any further, let me ask you a question now. One that you can reflect on yourself. Why is it important that we as individuals, as part of a workforce, and leaders of workforces know about, understand, and use emerging technologies like this? Now, have a think for yourself and just reflect on this question that I've asked. Did you come up with an answer? So let me help you here. Over the past few years, we've attentively observed the ways in which emerging technologies are dramatically reshaping industries. And many of us have witnessed this fourth industrial revolution with praise, and others through a gaze of skepticism. But with trillions of dollars being spent on digital transformations in organizations in 2020 alone, all eyes, hence the vision, seem to be drawn to the anatomy of these transformations and what components are key for these transformations to be an immediate and progressive success. Now, digital transformation means different things to different people at different stages. And quite frankly, that's okay. I personally understand and define digital transformation as a journey of changes that incorporates digital services and people to transform the way that business is conducted and challenges are approached. However, true transformation only happens when both technology and people are incorporated and really understood. Understanding demographics, the impacts of technology and human experiences are crucial. Amongst many questions, we should be definitely asking who is using the technology? How does it impact their professional habits? What types of obvious resistance will come into play, and how can we motion fossilized habitual change that really ignites confidence and builds up technical literacy that maintains commitment to transformation at all levels of an organization? Now, it's in this transgression and with this focus, this particular focus, that we can say that it's never been more important to realize that a lack of digital skills and adequate modern technology experimentation opportunities will damage an organization's bottom line. It'll damage their customer experience, labor markets, and unwillingly leave a lot of workforces stranded without the oars that they need to steer themselves as empowered individuals on a dramatically changing technological shoreline. So again, I want to bring you into this session today, and I want to open up the thought and ask you to reflect on a few more things. How are your own experiences and attitudes to the digital, the technical, be it positive or negative, affecting your own digital maturity? An ability to confidently engage in conversations and innovation opportunities. And where and how does learning and unlearning fit into the equation above that I've highlighted? McKinsey, they speak of the necessity for digital savvy leaders and for organizations to offer programs to develop skills to be able to coach others in new ways of working. What do you think about this? Now, it's a big ask for such a short reflection period, but let me let you into a secret too. To be digitally mature and to immerse yourself in this tech-fueled revolution, you don't have to be technical. You don't have to code, you don't have to script, you don't have to speak IT to be able to understand AI and machine learning. One of the core technologies that is sailing this ship of digital transformation. So let me show you a few things. Everyone who is all familiar with social media and Spotify will smile. It's the holiday season, the holidays are approaching, which means that the end of the year Spotify view is popping up on our own Spotify accounts, as well as on most common social sharing sites like Instagram and Meta. So last week, Spotify informed me that I had listened to 730 new artists in 2021. Now, were they all chosen with intent? No, of course they weren't. Did I like them? Yes. And I would say that maybe 70%, 75% now actually belong to a lot of my current playlists. Spotify utilizes artificial intelligence through their predictive recommendation engine, which enables them to curate a lot of personalized playlists such as Discover Weekly and Release Radar. The Spotify engine, it's built upon a combination of collaborative filtering, natural language processing, and audio models. And the result is, of course, acoustic joy and insightful recommendations every single day. Now, in exemplifying Spotify here, I'm simply forefronting a universal app that utilizes artificial intelligence. Machine learning, well, and simultaneously underlines the powerful potential of this kind of technology. And what I mean is, don't search, let us search for you. Let us bring recommendations and insights to you. And with the massive amounts of data that's been collected from their users, they have been able to really shine as a great example of effective use of AI and machine learning models to give their users a really uncomparable, unparalleled, personalized experience. Now, one of the key points that I'm making in this session today is that machine learning will be one of the most transformational technologies of this generation. And if we're going to unlock the full potential of this technology to tackle some of the most challenging problems, then we need to open the field to all walks of life. We need to support environments and the implementation of tools that encourage modern AI and machine learning experimentation, ones that nurture confidence and sustainable digital change. Now, luckily, with one of the newest hot trends, the realms of skilling opportunity have multiplied dramatically. And these are breaking down a plethora of barriers that gated entry and prevented many of us from getting started with emerging technologies, especially machine learning. So this hot trend is no code, and in particular, no code AI. What was once considered an impossible endeavor by many is fanatically becoming a favored chosen in many fields. Now, with the removal of traditional scripting and coding prerequisites, citizen data scientists like myself can now experiment with no-code AI to help close these digital and technical literacy gaps, as well as bridging technical and business mindsets. So the whole movement of exploring AI and experimenting with the fundamentals is providing the non-technical and digitally curious with oxygen to really line the shores of democratization in this field. The solution presents itself as a golden key in the quest to making AI affordable, accessible, understandable, and rewarding. Now, I know that all of us come from different industries, and it will depend on the industry that you're in. But no-code AI can be used for a number of things. It can be used for automating processes, providing risk insights, providing investment insights, decision-making and recruitment processes, for chatbots, maybe including diversity for data analysis, customer service insights. The list goes on, so much more. And with our no-code AI solution at Squirrel, the Squirrel AI Studio, you can build your very own machine learning models through a user-friendly and visual interface in just 5 steps. Understanding applicable AI and machine learning has never been made so easy. With the introduction of the Squirrel AI Studio, I am displaying how accessible experimentation around digital transformation is, and encourage you all to come and sail in the waters of experimentation. Experiment with AI. Use this no-code solution to start to understand what artificial intelligence is. How are machine learning models built? And what corporate bottlenecks can it address? Now, a lot of existing machine learning environments are too limited to support modern experimentation, especially for beginners and for the non-technical. But with an intuitive, predefined workflow, the AI Studio takes you through the whole machine learning model building process in just 5 steps. Now here, I encourage you to identify with opportunity. To identify opportunity for you and for others, and to start to bridge the digital skill gap of your workforce. Encourage innovation and inspire, excite a diverse future workforce. Because as the educator Benjamin Bloom quite rightly outlines in his educational taxonomy, to create, to change, To innovate, we have to know, and most importantly, we have to understand something first. Now, in heading over to learn.squirrow.com, you can climb on board and try it out all for free. You can build your own machine learning models and learn to understand what machine learning really is and how simple and incredibly inspiring it all can be. Our courses are free and provide you with access to your own self-service instance. Now, as we move on to part from this session, I want to emphasize that as an educator and change champion, it's not my intention to push a product, but to open your eyes to the depths of digital transformation and the importance of creating an accessible and inspiring environment to try out technologies that are steering how we work and how we will undoubtedly work in the future. Be the one that inspires and excites a diverse future workforce that changes behaviours and mindsets. To innovate at scale and outperform competitors in the digital age, companies need to be tech forward, and all employees need to understand the true value of tech and tech implementation. An organisation needs to build up technical literacy to maintain commitment to transformation. So as I close my contribution today, I want to thank you for your presence, for your good vibes, and for your reflective participation. It was really an honour to be asked to speak here today, and I look forward to connecting with you all and engaging soon. Thank you.